You could say what you want about the Barbie movie. Personally, I think it's just a dumb summer movie at the end of the day. People like it. It is what it is with the movie. But the real hilarious thing, at least to me, is the women out there that claim that this movie is affecting and changing their lives. Imagine watching Barbie and thinking, like, wow, that really just shook me to my core. Like this is some kind of Citizen Kane or something, some kind of movie with deep meaning, and it's not. Here's the first time this came up. Women are breaking up with their boyfriends after watching Barbie because they didn't like it. Imagine that. They didn't like a movie that wasn't made for them. Then there was this one. This one popped up today. The Barbie quote Ray Perlman delivers in the movie made me re-examine my relationship with my mom. So you needed Barbie to get you to come to terms with your mother and rekindle the relationship. Barbie. And then there's my personal favorite so far, the one I found today. And this is from HuffPost. Barbie's Ken is my abuser. It's scary that there's so much love. There's so much Ken love from audience because he's just so harmless and affable until he's not.
Man, you are one pathetic loser.
So Ken, by the way, the best part of the Barbie movie, the reason that the movie is even mildly entertaining, a lot of people like him, and that's been bothering some people. There was even an article saying you're enjoying the movie wrong. Here's how you need to enjoy the movie. We don't like that Ken is the star. Apparently, this woman was so triggered by the homeless man who lives on the beach until the end of the movie, where maybe they get a shack together, because I don't think that there were any dream houses for them to go live in. They literally live on the beach homeless, waiting for Barbies to drive by and give them attention. But somehow he's toxic because he finds his own way in the world. And apparently, this Ken reminds this woman of her own toxic relationship that she'd once had. It gave her PTSD. Relationship is in quotes, by the way, as she puts here, because it was a former male supervisor who just complimented her. So he was probably overweight and ugly. She didn't like him hitting on him, though, to be fair, and I will give her this. If you're a supervisor, you shouldn't be going around flirting with your coworkers. I don't think it's, or your underlings, I don't think it's very professional. And there's a power dynamic there, too. But this guy apparently just, he gave her, comments that were kind of flirty. But apparently this was so triggering that she wrote this entire article on this. Relationships is in quotes, because what I experienced was not, in fact, a relationship, but a campaign of sexual predation by a male supervisor at work, someone who initially perplexed, even annoyed me, but who managed through love bombing and confidences designed to elicit sympathy to convince me that he was misunderstood and was a friend. In short, he made me feel like Robbie's Barbie while he played the part of Goslin's needy Ken. And then, apparently, their working relationship was a fun, light, creative collaboration, but it devolved quickly as he chipped away at every boundary. I mean, the first time he brought up sex life in the office, how shocking it was. What does this have anything to do with Ken? Because Ken's needy? Ken is a homeless man that lives on the beach, and his total purpose in life was to be noticed by Barbie, who every time he wanted to hang out with her and spend time with her, told him that it was girls' night and that he needs to go away and go back and sleep on the bench. So she never appreciated him. She treated him like shit. If anything, Ken is the victim of the movie. But apparently, this woman, look at this long-ass article. This woman writes about how her beautiful feminist husband was appalled with her. Actually, the real reaction he had was he waited for her reaction, and then he agreed with her. But that's left out. She also talks about how Barbie is getting backlash from right-wing men. What does that have to do with your PTSD of your boss hitting on you? And Ken, who doesn't sound anything like your boss. This is just a way for this person to claim victimhood off of the Barbie movie. Well, might as well try and get some victim points to it because that's the real currency of today's day and age. Though, to be fair, I guess this is a fake name. I would use a fake name too if I was writing this article because I would be embarrassed as well. So she says everything changed for her. Everything. Because of Barbie. This changed everything because it was easier for me, maybe for all women to advocate for others, rather than myself. I worked with a lawyer to submit a letter to my workplace unnoticed. I requested a Title IX investigation. There's been months of silence and no real-world version of Ray Perlman's Ruth Handler, a divine feminine creator in Barbie, has emerged to offer tea to point me in the direction of stairs leading to a way out. So you're mad that a fictional character didn't pop out and give you any kind of pat on the back or advice on your time of waiting for an investigation. The fact that the investigation hasn't gone forward is kind of telling, maybe. Because we're only getting one side of the story. We're only getting the side of the story from this woman. We don't know what that guy says. This woman is looking for victimhood in any way. So, I don't know if I necessarily believe all the shit that she's writing. But I love it when she talks about her wuss husband, who said, Ken is the real villain of the film, my husband concluded. And yes, the feminist utopia that audiences are looking for appears at the beginning of the movie when Barbie feels no compunction at telling Ken she'd like to leave him, and when he just does. Ken's the real villain, the homeless guy that sleeps on the beach and is designed to be an accessory to Barbie. He's the real villain of the film. In the end, I'm glad that Barbie exists. The film has helped me both understand and to communicate my most traumatic and confusing experience to my husband, a man who is even more of a feminist advocate than and as rare as Michael Sarah's Alan. I wish there were multiple Alans who actively help overthrow Kendom in Barbie Land because he recognizes toxicity. And I wish that Barbie's apology to Ken felt as uncomfortable to them in the film and to the real audience as it did to my husband. Yeah, we need more Allens out there. Simps. That's what Alan is a simp. I love that this film helped her understand her most traumatic experience and how to communicate it to her husband. A summer blockbuster movie isn't a film that should help you find deep meaning. Like, this is so strange to me that these people are finding these weird things in this movie. This movie is a summer movie. It's weird. This is strange shit. Strange shit. But that's what's been going on for the past month. People go, oh my God, it's the greatest movie ever. It has all the meanings. It teaches me life lessons. Anyway, that's pretty much it. Let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments below. Also, if you would, please like, subscribe, share the video. Make sure you're still subscribed. Hit that notification bell. Check out my Rumble and Locals, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace. Make sure to check out my Locals. There's a link in the description. It's a fun community that I'm trying to build over here. If you don't want to support me on YouTube, you can come over here. None of that money goes to YouTube. You also can just come over here for free. But if you are a supporter over here, I do plan on doing an extra live stream once a month and throwing links to the supporters so you can actually come on and have a supporter live stream with me. Also, it's a good place to catch all of my content. You don't have to worry about notifications like YouTube. They'll definitely work over here. So come check out my Locals.